guys, today we're going to start removing the intercooling pipings and all the intercoolers on both sides of the car and get this car ready for the front mount intercooler that I currently have shipping over here. It's supposed to arrive 2 days ago, but I guess every delivery is late. Let's do this. A very tight garage. Not garage, driveway. I wish I had a garage. Soon, one day, you'll see me guys in the garage maybe 3 years from now. Maybe 2. I'm lucky 1. Depending how quick this YouTube channel blows up. There's not many people building VR4s at the current moment. They're very rare. So, let's see. Here today we start. We're gonna start taking off the bumper. We're gonna have to take off the intercooling piping and side mount dual intercoolers. We're also gonna take some plastics out that affect the aerodynamics of the car. And in total, we should be practically ready to install the front mount dual core intercooler that comes in the front of the car. So I'll keep you guys posted. This is where we start off. Sorry guys if I didn't fill you in too much. I got too caught up working and then lost track of time. But the bumper's off. It took me about 2 hours to get it removed. I guess, I don't know what this is. It's a piece of plastic that practically maintains the flow of air through the engine bay. It's also removed. It's all my tools. The bash bar got removed as well. License plate got removed. Plates and everything got removed. Right now, as you can see, this is one of the intercoolers. It's all dented, it's all fallen into pieces. I don't know how I still get pressure through the whole system. Hopefully with the new intercoolers I'm able to get more boost a lot faster and maintain the boost throughout the whole RPM range. And yeah, you see the lights are getting removed as well. So yeah, the pop-ups got removed in order to get the bumper off. This car is one of the most complicated cars I've ever seen in my life. And here's the other intercooler, also going to get removed. You see the oil coolers right here. This is also going to get removed in the future. There's a wheel well. Let me just bend this back. There you go. Hopefully that can bend back afterwards. Jesus Christ, may have damaged that. And after this, I'm going to start removing all the plastics that the car currently has. Also going to remove the intercoolers. Also going to be removing all the intercooling piping. This one, that one, also this one, along with all the intercooling piping from all the way from the turbos to the throttle body. So with time, you guys will be updated. Right now, most likely I'll put a fast forward clip of me taking off the intercoolers and the piping. Quick little update, both intercoolers are out. Most of the piping's already been removed. The only thing I need left is this pipe right here, with this pipe right here, and this pipe as well. And that's it. After that, all the intercooling piping will be removed from the car, along with the dual side mount intercoolers. So now, all the intercooling piping is gone, all the way from that turbo right there. All that intercooling piping is removed. In addition, the turbo right here, I don't know if the camera can zoom in on it, right there, that turbo, that piping has been removed. The intercooler's gone, and that intercooler's gone. Now I have to wait in the mail to finally receive my intercooling piping. So I'll be explaining how the turbos, the intercooler, the blow-off valve, the throttle body all work together to produce power in the engine. So you must understand at the very beginning that hot air is the worst enemy for the engine. Hot air does not mix well with the fuel. The colder the air, the better the ignition. So the intercooler's job is to cool the air coming from the turbos. These two things are represented as turbos. My car has two twin turbo. They're both the exact same size, and they spin at the same speed. So I'll explain it to you a little bit. So first you must understand that outside you have cold air, represented as blue. Cold air comes into the turbo. Well, both of them. But what the turbos do is that it compresses air into a much higher pressure. Now, using the PV equals nRT laws, when you increase the pressure, you also increase the temperature, causing the air coming out of the turbos into the intercooler to be hot. Now, with that, you cannot send it straight to the engine, because like I said before, hot air is horrible for the engine. The engine doesn't like it. So you have to find a way how to cool down the air before you send it into the engine. So we need to get rid of this hot air. So what do? We send it through a radiator, specifically for air, that we call intercooler. Well, mine's a dual core, so that means the air is split in half from each turbo, meaning there's two entryways of the air to get into the engine, but it stays separated when it gets cooled down. That's what it means to have a dual core. Because traditional intercoolers have a single core. That means the air coming from the turbos gets united, then cooled down, and then sent to the engine. But in my case, the air stays separated, gets cooled down separated, then gets united to send to the engine. So when it passes through the intercooler, it goes from hot to cold. And then from there, it gets sent into the throttle body. But as more and more pressure builds, there's a certain limit you cannot pass. Because if you pass that certain limit, one of these two things will happen. Either your whole system will break, it will pop off out of place, or your engine will take in so much air that it will blow up. That's why you have a lot of people having issues with race cars, and they say, oh, my engine blew up, because they just put too much boost into their car. This is called boost. The air pressure is called boost. So that's what we need a blowout valve for. So when you hit the most amount of pressure your engine can take, something called a blow-off valve opens up. A little valve that has a computer inside, or has a mechanism that with a vacuum tube, it opens up the blow-off valve, shooting some of the air out to make sure your engine or your whole system doesn't break. It's kind of like a safety mechanism for your car. So as the air comes in from the turbos, it becomes hot, it goes through the intercooler, goes into the throttle body, and when it becomes too much of a load for the engine, it goes out the blow-off valve. Now you may ask, why is air getting pulled into the turbos? Well, the turbos are attached to the engine, the exhaust. So when the exhaust of the car becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, that means more combustion is happening, more explosions are happening, the faster the turbos spin. The faster they spin, the more they suck in the air. That's when turbo cars accelerate and faster and faster and faster. The faster the engine's speed goes, the more boost it produces. The more boost it produces, the faster the engine goes. It's a constant cycle. And that is how turbos, intercoolers, blow-up valves all work together to make power in the engine. Guess what, guys? That's right. That's right. Intercooling piping came in. Finally. So yes, this VR4 build will slowly come to a wrap. First with the intercoolers. Maybe next will be either coilovers or maybe the exhaust and intake. Stay tuned. Please, if you guys want to stay updated with the channel, please subscribe and like. And I know every single YouTuber says that. And I hate myself for saying that because I used to make fun of them so much. But please support me in any way you can. It'll be great to complete this build and take you guys along on this journey. Peace.